Your credit score. Let me tell you, this three-digit number is one of the most important in your financial life. It is more than a number, it is your financial report card to the world. It tells lenders how responsible you are with money. It tells landlords how responsible you are with money. It tells even some employers how responsible you are with money. When you want to borrow money for a car, for a house, or to get a new credit card, this is the first thing they look at. A high score tells them you are a good risk, someone who pays bills on time. A low score screams danger. They will deny you or charge far more in interest. You can't afford to ignore this. Think about what a good credit score can do for you. It opens doors. It means getting approved for that apartment you really want. It means qualifying for a mortgage with a low interest rate. That low rate can save you tens of thousands over the life of the loan. A good score gives you power and options. It gives you financial freedom to make choices, not have your past mistakes make them for you. A low score closes doors and makes everything more expensive and difficult. It holds you back from achieving your dreams. Many people think fixing bad credit takes years. They feel stuck and hopeless. I'm here to tell you that's a myth. It's a financially self-destructive belief you must ditch now. Building excellent credit is a long-term marathon, but you can make significant improvements in a very short time. You have the power to influence your score, and you can start seeing results in as little as 30 days if you're smart and strategic. You just need to know the right moves. In this essay, I'm giving you the playbook. I'll walk you through clear, simple, powerful hacks you can use this month. These aren't complicated maneuvers that need an expert. These are straightforward actions anyone can take. Stop being a victim of your credit score. Be the master of it. Your financial future is in your hands. The time to take control is not tomorrow, not next week. It's today, so listen up. This info can and will change your life if you let it. The first and fastest way to potentially see a jump in your credit score is to become an authorized user on someone else's credit card. Now listen to me carefully on this. Find someone in your life with excellent credit and a long history of responsible card use. This could be a parent, a spouse, or a very trusted family member. Ask them to add your name to their existing credit card account. As an authorized user, that credit card's entire history can appear on your credit report almost as if it were your own. Here is how you do it, step by step. First, identify the right person. They must have a high credit score, a card they've had for many years, a perfect payment history with no late payments, and a very low credit card balance. Do not ask someone who is struggling with debt or who misses payments. Have an honest conversation. Explain you're trying to build credit and ask to be added as an authorized user to their oldest, best managed account. When they agree, it's simple. The primary cardholder can call their credit card company or log into their online account. They'll provide your name and basic info like your date of birth and social security number. The issuer will then issue a card with your name on it. Most importantly, you don't have to use the card. Have the primary cardholder hold on to it or even cut it up. The goal isn't to spend their money, it's to borrow their good credit history. Once added, the issuer will report the account to the credit bureaus under your name. That can add the card's long history, its high credit limit, and its low balance to your file. If you have a thin or damaged file, this positive data can have a dramatic, rapid impact. It lengthens your credit history, lowers your credit utilization, and adds a positive payment history. This single move can be one of the most powerful things you do to jumpstart your score in 30 days. Let's break down exactly why being an authorized user works so well. Your credit score is calculated using several key factors. The first major factor is your length of credit history. It accounts for about 15% of your FICO score. If you are young or new to credit, your history is naturally short. By becoming an authorized user on a card that was opened 15 years ago, the age of that account gets added to your report. This can dramatically increase the average age of all your accounts overnight. Lenders love to see that. The second, and even more significant factor, is your credit utilization ratio. It's how much of your available credit you're using. It counts for about 30% of your score. Lenders want you to use a small fraction of your credit. Ideally, under 30%, under 10% is even better. If you are added to your parent's card with a $20,000 limit and $1,000 balance, your available credit jumps and overall utilization plummets. This single move can be one of the most powerful things you do to jumpstart your score in 30 days. The next hack is entirely within your control. It targets that all-important credit utilization ratio. The mission is simple. Pay down your credit card balances as much as you possibly can. I know you are thinking, If I had the money to pay off my cards, I would have already done it. I hear you. But we are not talking about paying them off completely. We are talking about being strategic. You need to gather every extra dollar you can find this month. Cutting expenses, picking up an extra shift, selling something you don't need, and aim it directly at your credit card debt. The key is to focus your payments where they will have the most impact. Look at all your credit cards. Identify the ones where your balance is closest to the credit limit. These are the cards with the highest individual utilization ratios, and they are hurting your score the most. Example, a $450 balance on a $500 limit, 90% utilization, versus a $2,000 balance on a $10,000 limit, 20% utilization. Your goal, get every card below 30% if possible. Start by aggressively paying down the card closest to being maxed out. Here's another powerful tip, make more than one payment during the month. Most issuers report balances on one specific day each month, the statement closing date. You could pay in full before the due date, but a big purchase right before the statement still reports a high balance. Find your statement closing date for each card. Make a payment a few days before that date so a lower balance gets reported. For an extra boost, make multiple small payments throughout the month. If you get paid on the 1st and the 15th, pay on the 2nd and pay on the 16th. This keeps your balance consistently lower instead of spiking then dropping. Control the balance the credit bureaus see. This next hack might sound counterintuitive, but it is incredibly effective. The goal? Improve your credit utilization ratio, but this time, increase your total available credit. Call your existing credit card companies and politely ask for a credit limit increase. Golden rule, you're asking for more limit, not to spend more, but to make your existing balance look smaller. Don't request it if you'll be tempted to use it. The process is usually straightforward, often doable with a few clicks on your card's website or app. Look for a link that says, "Request a credit line increase." If you can't find it, call the customer service number on the back of your card. Be ready to provide your updated annual income and your monthly mortgage or rent payment. Always be honest. If you've paid on time for at least 6 months, your approval chances are good. Be strategic when requesting. Don't ask for a ridiculously high amount. Ask for a reasonable increase, about 20-25% over your current limit. Example, current limit $4,000, request to raise it to $5,000. Some companies approve instantly, others take a few days. This final hack is one that every single person should do, regardless of their score. You need to become the detective of your own financial life and check your credit reports for errors. You would be shocked at how often mistakes appear on credit reports. Misspelled name, account that does not belong to you, a late payment that you actually paid on time, a debt that is listed twice. These mistakes are not just annoying, they can be actively costing you points on your score and money in your pocket. You must find them, and you must get them removed. The law is on your side here. You are legally entitled to a free copy of your credit report from each of the 3 major credit bureaus: Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. The only official place to get these is from the website annualcreditreport.com. Do not be fooled by other sites that try to charge you or sign you up for services. Go to the official site, request your reports, save them as PDFs. Then, sit down with a highlighter and go through each report line by line. Personal information, every account listed, the payment history, the balances, and the account dates. If you find an error, you have the right to dispute it with the credit bureau that is reporting it. The process is easier than you think. All 3 bureaus have online dispute portals on their websites that walk you through the steps. You will state what information you believe is inaccurate and provide a brief explanation of why. If you have any proof, like a bank statement showing you made a payment on time or a letter from a creditor, you should upload it with your dispute. Be clear, be concise, and stick to the facts. Do not write a long, emotional story, just present the evidence. Once you submit a dispute, the credit bureau has about 30 days to investigate your claim. They will contact the creditor that provided the information and ask them to verify it. If the creditor cannot prove it, if the creditor does not respond, the credit bureau is required by law to remove the negative item from your report. 30-day late payment, collections account, getting a single negative mark removed can cause your score to jump significantly and almost instantly. This is not just a hack, it is essential financial maintenance. We have covered 4 simple but incredibly powerful ways to start improving your credit score in the next 30 days. Let's recap them. First, Become an authorized user on the account of someone with great credit to borrow their positive history. Second, strategically pay down your credit card balances, focusing on maxed out cards and paying before the statement date. Third, request credit limit increases on your existing accounts to instantly lower your credit utilization ratio. And fourth, meticulously check your credit reports for errors and dispute every single inaccuracy you find. None of these are rocket science. They're all achievable actions you can start taking right now. Do not let yourself be overwhelmed. You do not have to do all of these things at once. Pick one. Pick the one that seems easiest to you and do it today. Maybe that is making a phone call to your mom to talk about becoming an authorized user. Maybe it is logging into your credit card's website to request a limit increase. Or maybe it is simply going to annualcreditreport.com and pulling your free reports. The most important step is the first one. Taking one small positive action builds momentum and empowers you to take the next one. Stop procrastinating. Stop being afraid to look at your finances. Your credit score is not a permanent tattoo that defines you for the rest of your life. It is a dynamic number that reflects your recent financial habits. This is good news because it means you have the power to change it. By implementing these strategies, you are not just trying to trick a system, you are demonstrating the habits of a financially responsible person. You are showing lenders that you are proactive, that you are in control, and that you are a good risk.